He's always the most prepared person in the room. Often, if you're looking for Chris, he'll be holed up in a conference room, not in his office, you know, studying the details of whatever is before him.
Chris is one of the most genuine people you'll meet. He's someone you can trust. You can trust him to keep your confidences, to be a confidant, to give you guidance and advice. He's genuinely kind. He really does care about people.
The amount of influence he has had on this institution over 30 years and then 15 years as its managing partner is just really profound.
DU, for me, it was a perfect school. I liked the urban setting back then. It allowed me to work while I was in school, and I worked everything except, you know, at all times except the first year. And that helped on the student loan piece.
He's also one of the most frugal people I know. Some people would say he's cheap. This actually, I think, kind of helped him on the management side of things. His default decision, if confronted with an issue, spend money or don't spend money, he almost always went the direction of don't spend money. But this was, it was a psychological attribute that he had. If you went to dinner with him somewhere nice, you could almost see the pain on his face when the bill came at the end of dinner.
You know, I'm sort of part Italian, and I can get excited about different things. And it was suggested that I always needed to be the calmest person in the room, and you need to maintain your reputation. It's the most important thing you have. So be prepared, and it just stuck with me, and it's very good common sense. But the reputation you have in any setting as a lawyer is extremely valuable.
Between those college and law school, he went to Brazil, and he was a teacher there. And when he was there, he met a young woman whose name is Lainey, who is, by the way, only the second person he's ever dated. And they fell in love, but then he had to come back to the States. And he started law school without her. And so, as he tells it now...
In the spring of 1981, I took immigration law for the sole purpose of figuring out how to get Lainey into the country without having to hire a lawyer.
It's probably back to that cheap thing.
I came here because of Chris and what I knew about him and what he told me it would be like here. And they couldn't be honoring a better person.
He's also really funny. He has just a wicked sense of humor, and that's one of his most amazing attributes.
His love for Lainey and his kids is just very much a part of, you know, not only his personal life but his professional life. And he frequently shares stories, whether it's, you know, doing Kilimanjaro.
You know, Lainey and I, we have three kids. There's Lucas, Michael, and Sophia. That's Kilimanjaro, and we did that in 2008. So it's at the equator, but it's a pretty high mountain. It's like 19,400 feet. Lucas was working over there, and he called me up over Christmas and said we should do this hike. Not knowing better, I sort of said, okay. You know, when you get up that high, it stretches you a little bit. Michael has always enjoyed diving some, and we've done some diving trips. We did a shark dive, which probably wasn't the smartest thing in the world, but we survived, and we were always bringing Sophia along in the wagon or whatever. And then now that as she's gotten older, she's developed a fondness for running. So I try to keep up with her, and we run some races together. You know, she now beats me, which I suppose I should feel good about, but I don't really. I haven't mastered the concept of a dimmer switch in the profession. I mean, you're either sort of on or off, and clients demand it, and I think we're wired that way to a certain degree. To me, it was a nice and very somewhat surprising honor to receive this. And, you know, as a graduate of DU, it's been very nice to watch its development, you know, from when I graduated in 1983. I think they've done a tremendous job, and I give a lot of compliments to, you know, the faculty there, and then, you know, the deans that they brought in. It's a better school today than when I went there.